I may have some bad news. Not terribly bad, but terribly disappointing.
Whoa.
You know the chainsaw that I need to install my timber post with, that I was hoping could get fixed in store? Well, it couldn't. It has to be sent away for repairs. But that is okay, because I still have 18 meters of timber beams to install, which is going to completely change the inside look of my container house and complete the job of the first timber installed inside. I'm making hollow box beams out of Murray I milled myself from my homestead, and last week I got 3 lengths of them installed. I have to get 18 more meters of timber beams in, and now that I'm around the bend from the learning curve, I'm gonna smash it out so I can completely transform the look of my house by the end of the week. You may have seen last week that I planed the Murray down drastically, and that's basically for ease of install, but also to make the beams lighter in general. First up, I need to get the rest of this membrane installed on my container joins up here. The reason for membrane is to basically make everything last longer. You should never install timber directly to steel because steel sweats and timber grows mold. For both container joins, I need around 60 meters of membrane, which is a lot. I install it on each side of the container frame joins and also one strip on the bottom of the box beam so that the timber is protected inside. If you're wondering why I'm making and installing these hollow fake beams, it's the best option I could think of so that I can hide these ugly container joints but also bring in beautiful timber elements to bring the house away from the steel look and make it more of a timber look house. And going from the 3 beams that I installed last week, it's definitely doing the trick. All of the membrane is on. Tick. Now let's make some box beams. One more box done. This one's a little one that's going next to the post. So pretty. Posts are getting installed into these brackets here, and they are also Murray timber, which is going to match in perfectly. The brackets are going to be the trickiest part with these beams because it means that I can't make all the beams the same size because they need to go around the brackets beautifully so that the post can fit in as well. But there is no problem too big that we cannot handle. There is 18 more meters of beams to go. So let's get the countdown on and start going. I have gone a bit overboard and used a marine grade exterior varnish to seal all the timber in case the membrane doesn't do its job. So the timber beams have double the protection. Alrighty, so I've made 2 more boxes and I do need 1 more to finish this row here. However, I am gonna put these next 2 up now and install them first just to make sure that I have the measurements definitely correct before I cut them because I have no Murray timber to spare, so we need to get this spot on. Let's get these 2 next boxes up so I can make the last one and then this row will be done. I'm leaving the sections where the brackets are because A, the post will need to be installed there, and B, the acro props actually need to stay in place until I can install the post. Because we do not want this house to fall down, do we? gosh. Getting these bloody tech screws in. Whew. Far out. My God. Ah. Stay. Oh my goodness. I'm making the box beams on the ground. I could also do this by actually installing them piece by piece directly onto the container frames, but I don't believe it's gonna create the best box. So instead, I'm just gonna have to struggle when I install them. But the acro props can help me out a little bit. Yo, look at this. Some beautiful box beams there. Well done, Jasmine, well done. So this one I'm going to go install right down the end, and then I will skip the little bit that's missing for the bracket. I'll install the next one next to that bracket. There will be another little bit, and then 2 go here as well. And I've already got 1 over there that I've made. So I've got 4 big box lengths made up. Now we need to install them. This is going to be the trickiest part, because the ones that I'm cutting, even though I need to cut them, which adds on extra time, they will be lighter to install, which is so good because the installation part is difficult. Making the boxes takes about 15 to 20 minutes per box. Then the installing them into the roof part is very tricky. Not only do I need to line up the acro props fantastically, get them on top of the acro prop without the acro prop falling over. They're second-hand acro props as well, so some of the bottoms are bent and they don't actually stand by themselves on the ground. And I also need to screw it in, and putting that first screw in is so difficult. These are tech screws, they're going into metal. I would rather go lift like 20 of those 8-meter steel beams than put these bloody tech screws into this container frame. It's about, depending, like the big ones, takes about an hour, maybe a bit less, to actually get it up into place over the membrane and screw it in. So I'm averaging, I think, about an hour and a half per beam. Wow. But so pretty. Let's pop them where they're meant to go, and then I will start installing them one by one. Acro prop number 2. Coming in hot. Whoa. This is what happens, you get one acro prop in and the other one comes down. That one's up now. Let's see if we can just work with this one. It's in place, finally, but now I need to secure it, which I find the most difficult part. It's not just one screw, is it? It's multiple screws. Please treat me nice. Screw, please treat me nice. Boy, oh boy. Far out, Brussels sprout. Oh, thank you. Only 8 more to go for this piece. I'm telling you, I'm going to have the biggest guns after the last 3 weeks. Let's see how many screws it takes this time. Whoa, that is a record for me. Yes. Maybe my guns are growing as we speak. Oh my God, first screw again. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, dogs, are you excited? I can't tell you how good it feels to get these in the first screw. That has not happened to me, except for this beam. Oh. not easy. Oh boy. That was really bad. I couldn't catch it because I was holding the acro props and they can do some serious damage. Oh no. This beam is broken. Not the wood, but the screws, thankfully. That's actually pretty amazing. It's just broken the screws, like bent them. Or, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. That's alright. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. Oh my gosh. What a bloody disaster. Alright. I'm gonna deal with this one with the broken screws soon, and I'll grab another one to continue this. We're all good. No one got hurt except for some screws. So let's try this again. Come on. Yes, motherfuckers. Okay, lads and Sheilas, now that we've got that one screwed in, we've had some sugar. Strap in, get those seatbelts buckled and those shoelaces tied because we are going again. These beams will not defeat me. And I reckon I've got at least one more in me before it gets dark. Thank you, summer daylight hours. I'm so close to the end. I'm so close to the end. And I've got a little surprise tomorrow as why I may not have as much time as today to finish this. So I want to get this big section done because then I just have one more big one to go and a little bit at the end and then I'm done. So I'm feeling energized, I'm feeling pumped, I'm feeling ready to tackle the beam and the acro props. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Bad start, bad start. Oh boy. Excitement level for this is currently sitting at a 0, but we are doing it. Slip this on nice and easy. I bloody got it with no acro prop. Shit. I really needed that. Oh, golly. No! I just got this up. I really needed you. Alright. Okay. Can I do some kind of acro? No. I do not think I can hold it with my foot. Can I grab the drill with my foot? And if so, no. Wait, how far am I? I think that's too close, right? I've got it on, but I'm gonna have to take it down. As you can see, this has taken me a while. Shall we do something a little bit crazy and go one more? I reckon we do. Wow, that is a bloody wrap. It may be 10 o'clock at night, but hey, that's okay. At least the hard ones are done for this day. And then tomorrow, I can show you the surprise and get these last little bits up. But I also need to fill in all the screw holes with wood glue and sawdust and the joins. And then just make sure everything looks beautiful, ready for the post. But for now, I'm definitely going to bed. Good night. Good morning, party people. I am exhausted. I have only slept about 4 hours because I worked so late last night and then obviously had to make dinner, get Django dinner, all that kind of stuff. And get up this morning early because I needed to go on a little trip, which I will tell you about. But today, we are smashing this out so I can have a nice big rest over the weekend. So I've started off the morning in the containers by measuring out all the little bits that I need to go. So for example, see those little bits there and there, they need to get little sections put in. Remember, there is spaces left where the brackets are as well, so that the post can fit in there. Definitely can't forget the spaces because I want those posts to fit beautifully in there. Very proud of myself yesterday. So, plan of attack, I've got my little measurements here. I have 4 little sections to go where I need to put up. Oh, no, I forgot one. Sorry, I've got 5. One section's so tiny at the end, I forgot about it. I need to go measure that section. 1, 2, 3, oh. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I got it. Never mind, I got it. It must be the smallest one there. Yeah, right. Yep, I've got it. So it's 4. I've just got 4 little sections to go. And then my beams will be done, but the job doesn't end there. Then I need to make my glue / sawdust mix, and I need to fill in all the holes and all the joins to hopefully make it look like a beautiful, big, long, straight beam, or as close as possible. We are all locked and loaded, all measured up, ready to cut. Let's speed this up. Bam! Done. 4 more boxes. Let's get them up. And then the beams will be done. Woo! I am slightly nervous because of yesterday, but should be fine. I think I've almost got it. And it's staying. Okay. She's in place and staying. I've bloody got it. I am finally done. I'm gonna make it my mission in life to never use a Tek screw again. I never want to drill through metal again. Far out, far out, far out, Brussels sprout. Now that they're in though, I need to make my glue sawdust concoction, and we need to fill in all the holes to make it look perfect. Oakley dokley. You see all this beautiful sawdust here? This is from cutting and planing all my Murray beams. So now I'm going to collect it. I'm going to mix it with some glue and we are going to fill in all my countersunk screws and any joins as well to make it look perfect. I'm just starting off with a little bit to begin with because I've never done this before and I'm not sure how much glue I need. Hello, you still down there? I'm just gonna grab my little ladder now and make my way along, and hopefully along the way it dries so I can see the results. Hopefully this works. All done, and it is looking good. It is not fully dry yet and I'm not fully completed because I do need to sand back the area and then add a little bit of marine grade varnish so that it matches in with everything else. But we are waiting for it to dry, and while we wait, I've got something to show you. You know how I wanted to get the big beams done last night and not give myself any hassles today? That's because I had to pick up something very exciting this morning. 1 minute. Oh my gosh, I am so happy to have those cut. They have just been sitting there waiting for it. I have them all marked out, they were ready to go, and I just needed a way to cut them. And I've missed my chainsaw. I've missed it a lot. That ate through it so easily. It's exactly what I wanted, and now I am prepared for next week to get these posts up. This has not been an easy journey this week. This has easily been one of my hardest weeks on the build, and I'm so new to working with timber as well, so it's been quite a challenge. I've been learning new skills, I've been getting to know timber, and I think it's been a massive success. I am so stoked with how these beams look, and it wasn't an easy process either. Like, having to process all the Murray took the longest for sure, like getting it through the planer with such long pieces being so heavy, cutting all the miter edges, which I haven't done before, getting that right. I made like little trial pieces with offcuts to make sure I was getting it right. So it's been long, it's been hard, it's been challenging, but it has been extremely rewarding. I feel like I'm walking away from this week with like a whole new set of skills. Like, beginner stage set of skills, but set of skills that are on the grow, that they're evolving, and hopefully these skills are going to equip me later on in my journey, because I'm going to be continuing to work with timber. A lot of timber is coming now in the build, and the steel is just going to gradually fade away. I'm not going to be working with steel that much more because I want a timber look house, not a steel look house. But also remember, I said to start on the interior, I had to be done with the welding and the grinding on the exterior, which I am pretty much done with. With the patio rafters that I installed, I do have one little surprise project that involves a bit of welding and a bit of grinding that I will talk to you about, I'm sure, soon. All in all, I am so stoked with the week. I feel like I deserve the biggest rest. My arms, the last 3 weeks or something, have just been brutal on my arms, brutal. I think to end this week off, it definitely calls for beer o'clock, but also picnic o'clock for the dogs.
No. You want to see what Mum's done? You want to see what Mum's done? You ready? You should see what Mum's done. You like them? Look, Mum's got timber in there. There's timber in the house. Can you see? Can you see? There's all the timber beams. It's going to be yours in my house. These going to be our houses.
So I dream about building a home, staring up at the moon, knowing that you'll be here soon. Thank God I have you as mine. Can feel that tingle down my spine. Kick off your shoes, but you're not in a hurry.
Cheers.
Sing as you walk and jumping up in the air. You hold me tight and say that you love me. Every thought that I have just got blown away. Staring up at the moon, knowing that you'll be here soon.
Yep.
Thank God I have you as mine. Can feel that tingle down my spine. Future looks great and I'm holding on tight. Breakfast served every morning, every night. Staring